International Joe, what up?
Whoa, what's happening? You back with your boys, Arms2Bare. We doing it a little different today. We ain't got no guns with us, you know. We doing a topic, uncomfortable conversations. You know, we touching a lot of different topics, might hurt a lot of people's feelings. It's gonna be a lot of hard truths, a lot of, politics, this, that. We trying to teach black economics. First of all, praise be to Allah. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for Allah for letting us be here. To the right of me, I got my man Nate, the greater Nate at IG. To the left of me, I got my bro AU Goldmine on IG. You know, we doing this for the antidote, the home team. You know, I got my boy Lou Wop in the back. You know, I got Cuz in the back. You know, we here. You know, we about to talk and probably, honestly, we about to piss a lot of people off. Just being honest, because I see a lot of shit online where I feel like we selling our people short for a monetary gain for some things, you know, and I'm just here to clear it up to give you my perspective on it. And I'm not saying I'm right about how I'm looking at it or anything, but I'm willing to have a conversation with any man, you know what I'm saying, that want to unite for the same thing. That's whatever race you are, whatever creed, whatever you decide to identify as, I'm willing to unite with you long as you want to fight for the same thing I want to fight for. And I'm not just fighting for freedom of black people, I'm fighting for freedom of every underprivileged person in the United States of America. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna start off there. That's just basically an introduction of what we doing today, you know, and that's how we gonna rock it.
Not deep.
You know
So look, let me do this. Let me jump into something. Since you said what you said, to kick it off.
Yeah.
With this being 2024 in a political season,
Yeah.
I mean we got election on a local level and a nationwide level. Yeah. I want to get y'all opinions on what's going on a local level when it comes to the fact that we have two black candidates running for office for the same position of mayor.
You want to start?
Yeah.
Us off, or you want to start us off?
I like both of the candidates, I say. You know what I'm saying? I know Ted personally, you know what I'm saying, a long time ago. Like we was talking earlier, how do I want to put it? You know what I'm saying? Like they trying to split the black vote up with that. Because it's like, I can't say Sharon Weston Broom has not been doing a good job, and I can't say that Ted won't do a good job.
Right.
But I think in politics, like we were saying earlier, you have good candidates, but sometimes it's just not their time. Because you gotta let the person that's in, if they making stuff move, let them keep moving. You know, bag them and support them if they going down the right road. Especially if y'all views are the same.
Right.
Probably can come together.
Yeah.
Even if that
But
person don't win.
all that stuff, politics, popularity contest, you know, and basically patting the hand, you know what I'm saying, with money. It's all about money.
Division too. Cause like you said, it's kind of like you're trying to divide the black votes. Mm-hmm. You know, okay, well this person is better. Like you said, if this person already working it, if it ain't broke, don't.
Yeah.
Are you trying to?
It's a divisive tactic. You know what they doing. Like if you wanna, me and Joe was speaking earlier about it, and like I say, like the biggest tactic they use against us is division. They know how to divide everything because everybody who votes, we all got one thing in common. No matter what party you believe in, you're a human being before you press that button. So whether you voting because you used to voting for your culture, you used to voting for your race, you used to voting for because you believe in this is your party, is all a division tactic when we all human. If we all fighting for the same thing, and I tell this to non-colored people, I tell this to colored people, like, you can't be mad at someone for voting for who they choose to vote for.
Right.
That's solely up to who they decide to vote for. But when you got people out here voting strictly because, oh, she's supposed to be black, or he's white and he don't like black people, so I'm gonna vote for him.
It's racist, really.
It's a form of racism and a form of prejudice. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it doesn't make sense. Like, you know, we got find out the policies which better fit you. Like they using this as division. You got, like he said, the from the local the local standpoint of it. Okay, let's be honest and let's call an ace a spade. Let's be real. Okay, Sharon Broom been a mayor for how long?
8 years.
8 years. All right. In those 8 years, I'ma just off the top of my head name a few things that she's done, and everybody in this room, without calling out ages, everybody in this room is 25 years of age or better. So we've actually watched and were old enough to watch what she's done for the city. You can't expect a mayor to stop crime, first of all. So everybody who's putting crime on her back, she can't stop that. She can't free the money by herself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a group action. It's legislative. It's laws that are placed that they have to go and they have to fight these people and fight these people and fight these people. And
So
if
look,
you
not to cut you off. Also, too, you got to keep in mind who we elect as councilmen determines a lot of time how money is spent within our community as well.
Exactly. A lot of councilmen, I mean,
that's what I'm
like if people, my DM is full, and I ain't even holding back. So if you don't like it, you don't like it. Like, I ain't cutting shit. Okay, my councilman was Lamont Cole from the Park. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the Park. I ain't seen dude this shit for my neighborhood in 8 years, and they moved him up to superintendent. But you got black people, oh, I love Lamont Cole, he this and that, he this and that. But what is he actually doing for the neighborhood? Like, when you actually really go back and look and check these people's track record and see what they do, they show up in your neighborhood when it's time for election time. They not out here every day with the people. You see everybody on Instagram right now because it's election time. You see them running around, they doing this, I'm going to visit this church, I'm going to visit this group of people. If you genuinely care about your people, you out here doing this every day. This is an everyday thing for you. This is not a once upon a time in a year, you know what I'm saying?
I need votes.
Or I need this case is big enough, let me tag my name to it so I can get, views off of this. Like, that's not how you play your community, man. That's a form of a sellout. If you for your people, you for your people every day, all day. You know what I'm saying? With no money caused on it. Like, the lady has done several for Baton Rouge more than any other mayor that I've seen. She had a black police chief. He single-handedly went in. He got rid of a lot of the bad apples off the police force. They got mad at her about that. They tried to get her to resign. She held her own ground. She stood on what she believed in. She employs felons. Like, they got jobs out here that won't even give a felon a job. And when you look at the race from years ago, the percentage of the race,
the black is the majority.
The black was majority. So if we place another black face up here, we can sway votes, and this other person that is voting, he now has a level playing ground because they've taken half of her votes away from her. And I'm not saying this to say Ted James is a bad guy. Ted James may be a wonderful mayor. I'm just speaking truth. I'm just speaking truth. They use blackface instead of Ted James getting behind Sharon Broome and say, hey, let's push this together and let's combine our policies. I don't need that title. Black people are so big on validation. They need to be validated by somebody, by a title saying, I'm this, I'm the mayor, I'm the governor, I have this power, I can do this, I'm the state representative. When we can unite and come together and we can make
a bigger push,
instead of isolating everything to where it's just me, it's just all about me, you know what I'm saying? And it shouldn't be that way.
Right.
It's
crazy, like from the top down when it comes to legislation, and you know what I'm saying, from governor to mayor to whatever, councilman, whatever, it's like the laws that they've been passing, man, is really against us. You know what I'm saying? Like the critical, is the critical race theory thing or whatever? That's some wild shit to me. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
It's like they passed the open carry law here.
Yeah.
That's a sit-up.
Yeah.
You know it's a sit-up. That's gonna feel right there.
Before we get too deep into this, I got a question for y'all then. Based off all that was discussed, what about the whole situation with adding St. George into the mix?
I think it's just one color. I'm gonna say it like this: black people, they are elevating and making more money, so they're being able to buy houses in better neighborhoods. And I know from a little boy, we moved into a white neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So when we move in a white neighborhood, white people start moving out. Now it's all black pretty much now. And it's just a cycle. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna keep going. Okay, y'all gonna move to St. George, niggas gonna get money, they gonna start moving to St. George. Then they gonna keep moving and moving farther on out. That's just the way it is. But
like I said, so y'all going to the moon, we going to the moon.
Yeah, you can't stop.
When you go to Florida, they got the intercoastal canals, where the canals have a lock. It's basically when we want to block a certain group of people out, we keep y'all to this side of town. And they just raise they canals up, they locks up, and you can't cross the bridge. It's the same thing. I don't have a problem. I'm not a big opposer to St. George because I'm gonna say this. I feel like if you have the money, if you have the means to do something better for your people, or something that you feel is for the best interest of your people, do it.
Yeah.
I'm Muslim, as you can see. So I'm big on accountability. I do not sit here and blame my issues on my oppressor, and I understand my oppressor has oppressed me, but I understand that I have 24 hours a day, the same 24 hours that they have to make my life different.
Yeah, you gotta make your own move.
You have to do something different. You can't. The definition of insanity is the same thing over and over and expect a different result.
Right.
And if you were the bully and a kid gave you his money every day, you seen him every day. He just walked up to you and gave him his money, gave you his money. Nothing is gonna stop that kid from giving that money away until somebody stands up to that bully. And this is what's going on right now in America. They know they can get away with doing whatever they want to us, and we're not going to do anything about it. But we will shoot up our brothers, we'll shoot up their grandmother's house, we'll shoot up kids, we'll shoot up all this crap, but we won't do anything that makes a difference for our people. Like nothing.
If we either want to come together, or we're gonna fall together.
It's nothing. Someone asked me a question. Where your black vendors are basically like it's nothing black that you can buy. Well, that's not true. It's a whole bunch of black things that you can buy. It's a whole bunch of black things that you can do, and it's on us to create those things.
Yeah.
Black economics is not hard. If you take 100 people and you take $20 a week, and it's 4 weeks of the month, that's $80 a person. 80 times 20. How much money do you have at the end of that month?
I gotta put on my
$16,000. Okay, now we got 12 months in a year. 12 times 16. At the end of the year, we're sitting on close to $70,000, $80,000 somewhere in there roughly. Okay, now let's do this for 5 years. And we only talk about 100 people when we're in Baton Rouge that has 10 million people in the city of Baton Rouge itself. And we're only talking about 100 people at $20 a week that's able to make $100,000 a year. You see what I'm saying? We can build black economics easily. It's easily done. But we would rather go to the store where it's convenient at. We would rather go to the store and spend our money with them. It's just like the cookies thing right there. The cookies thing. They use blackface all over. Oh, we got cookies. We got a cookie store. We got a cookie store here. It's Capital Wellness. Capital Wellness is owned by the state of Louisiana.
Right.
The sales tax on that goes to the state of Louisiana. The same people y'all holler about get out here and vote for, Jeff Landry, his main goal is to build more prisons. So if you increase the sales tax and you're making more money, you're able to build more jails at a faster rate. And when we build the jails, they have to fill the beds up. So now we can lock you up. People don't even read the stipulations of having the weed card. You can have the weed card, you still can't ride around in your car and smoke weed. That's driving under the influence. You have to be within your home to smoke weed. If you're driving by a park and you hide, you go to jail. People don't realize when you sign that piece of paperwork for a medical card, you are refusing the right to deny a drug test or a blood test at the scene of a crime. That means if the police stop you and they say they suspect you to be under the influence of weed and you possess this card, you've already signed your right away to give your blood. So I mean, what are we really doing? And A bag of 3.5 at the dispensary of supposed to be good weed costs you $66 a weed. $66 for 3.5. You can go to your local dealer and buy 3.5 for $20. But you go pay the state another $46 plus tax.
Just to say you got cookies.
Just to say I got cookies and I got a card. But they don't even give you a card. It's just a fucking piece of paper with a sticker on the front of it. You don't have an actual card, and it's not $25. Let's be truthful with our people.
I think that's
It's 6 payments of $25. It's $150 unless you sign up for a family membership.
Yeah, 200 or something.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You so it's $25 a month, or however you choose to pay your $25. You know, you can pay it all at one time. But we gotta be a lot smarter as black people. Like, we gotta wake up and help ourselves. It's cheaper to grow weed when you understand the laws of weed, because under federal law, marijuana is still illegal. So if state law is legal for you to grow recreational weed, why not grow recreational weed?
And we can't even grow recreational weed.
Because the state will only allow Southern and LSU to grow the weed. And they won't let Southern grow cookies. LSU grows the cookies.
Yeah, I work at the plant every day when I'm passing down 30. I smell it.
Dude,
because
listen,
they got a field out
listen.
there. Unless you got to
This is not what people tell me. We did deployment work on that, so we got the whole scope of work of the dispensaries and the grows. We had the contracts on both of them. We did the contracts on both of them. We did deployment work and now on them. You're not growing weed outside of LSU and Southern and selling that weed in the state of Louisiana without Louisiana getting their cut off. You know what I'm saying? And people don't want to have these conversations because, yes, I understand it feeds families. But at some point in time, we have to say, I'm willing to sacrifice the way that I live for the betterment of my people. Because if we keep living the way that we're living now, like, we go 100 years from now, they're going to have 3 more black people up here, maybe outside doing the same thing, just like they had 3 black people from back in the day, Martin Luther King, all these people, Malcolm X, trying to fight for the rights of our people. And again, let me make this clear. We're not fighting for the rights of only of our people. We're fighting for the rights of humans.
Everybody.
The human rights.
Just everybody live in harmony, man. You know what I'm saying?
We have to unite for freedom. Everybody wants freedom.
So let me ask you this. What is a realistic sacrifice that people must make for us to move forward?
A realistic sacrifice?
I ain't gonna lie.
And when I say realistic sacrifice, something that we know people can do without them complaining that they had to do it.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. A sacrifice, if you look at that word, it's gonna be something hard. It's gonna be something that you ain't gonna want to do. That's a sacrifice. So, like I told DJ, we talked about this a year ago. If black, white, whatever, we come together, stop spending. The government, they need us. They need us to spend money. We are the consumers.
Right.
We are the suppliers. If we stop spending, who you
Is
think will be knocking on our door?
Is it that do we need to stop spending or stop spending our money with certain people?
No, stop spending.
We need to stop spending our money with certain people.
Yeah.
Because
Stop spending. So certain people.
because the certain people is the people that your money doesn't stay inside of your community. It's nothing wrong with you. Listen, you're not gonna get away from spending from your oppressor.
Right.
But it's a way that you get from spending directly to your oppressor. It's just like a Chinese person. A Chinese money, $1 in a Chinese community, it'll stay in circulation for a month before it leaves out that community. Black people, it only stays in there an hour. Because as soon as we get our money, we run to the corner store and go to the Arabs. That money has just left out the black community. It is no longer in the black community.
Being an A-Rap store is in the black community.
Right.
Exactly.
They make you feel like you're doing something.
Yeah.
Weird.
And they call you brother, you know, and some of them are because we're Muslims, but for the most part, they just want your money.
Yeah.
They just want your
get all the
money.
tax breaks in the
Think
world.
about it. If they can set up shop over there, out Holland and
Yeah, they
they'll
can't.
be out there.
They
But they can't.
They
Then
can't.
they come up here in the States and get a tax break.
Yeah.
We can't get no tax break. We born in
Can't
here.
get no money.
Asians do that. 11 of them live in one
We
home.
To migrants
we
and
can't
stuff like
go
that,
to
they
another
get-
country and open up a business.
Right.
We couldn't go to Mexico.
Well, I mean,
open up a business.
let me correct that, because I'd have been to Africa where I'd have seen the Asians go to Africa and go set up shop over there.
That's Africa.
So
We talking about here.
Well, what I'm saying is, a lot of times it seems like it only happens to us, meaning
Yeah.
black people.
It does.
That every other culture could come into our communities and make money, but
It
we
does.
can't go into their communities
Because
and make money.
we're controlled and we're brainwashed.
We're gonna hang on each other.
We're controlled and we're brainwashed by their system. Their system, buck breaking. I know y'all probably heard
Tariq.
Riz Islam talk about buck breaking. You probably, if you haven't read the Willie Lynch letter, A Message to the Black Man. These are books that will help you understand the system of buck breaking. And buck breaking is just it's just that, and what you're saying, it's the fear of what you can't do, you know, like because what's been placed around you. But we're not gonna go to Mexico and open up a company. They can do that to our culture because black people are the only people that doesn't have a culture.
That's true.
Every other race has a culture.
We don't even know our own history.
Let's say do it for the culture.
You know, and it goes to the Lil Wayne and Kendrick Lamar thing for the culture.
That's just crazy in itself.
politics.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Now, I got an unpopular opinion about that too. What song is greater for the culture? Lil Wayne. What Lil Wayne song? And I'm a Lil Wayne fan, so I don't want all y'all crucifying me and adding me on Instagram. But if y'all do, that's fine. But what Lil Wayne song could he have done for the culture at that event?
Well, my opinion,
Yeah.
at that event is a sports entertainment event. So I ain't gonna lie. If I'm in the stands, I don't care about no culture.
Right.
I want to hear. I'm here for the halftime show. I don't want to see a performer. I want to see.
Okay, so look,
At this point,
I'm drinking.
At this
I don't care about
point,
no culture.
at this
Have
point,
fun.
but at this point in life where we're at now,
It should be Lil Wayne.
should we be worried about our culture instead of entertainment?
But Lil Wayne is our culture. Kendrick is our culture too.
But I mean, both of them are our culture. But which song can Lil Wayne do to create that buzz around his culture at this event?
I really
He
don't.
New Orleans, so
Yeah,
I mean, look. Let me ask y'all a question. Let's be honest. Is Lollipop suitable for the Super Bowl?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
why it's not? I don't. It was played on the radio. So
I mean, it may be suitable, but my point with it is, what I'm saying is with culture.
I ain't
with
gonna
the
do
culture.
midnight. They gonna
Okay,
repeat.
I like I said, we had this discussion. If you somebody from the South, anything that Lil Wayne drop, you gonna feel like it's classic. Okay, which is, I can agree with that. I'm a Wayne fan. But culturally, what song does he have culturally that culturally moves the culture?
Only one come to mind is President Carter, and that's not no halftime show.
And and President Carter is not really
I said that's the only
a
one that come to mind.
culture song. When okay, I'm gonna say it like this. Go ahead, go say what you about to say.
I don't know, like with the culture stuff, bro. Like in music, I hate that word. You know what I'm saying? Like,
'Cause you
like,
put it in the box.
it's always like when Kendrick and it's good for the culture. It's good for what culture?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When
Right.
Kendrick and Drake were together, it's good for what culture?
good
It's two
for
black
black-
men beefing.
He not black though. Drake not black.
Canadian, whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
not black. He Jewish.
Yeah.
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 So
Well, I agree
for
with
the culture, so this is what I'm saying for the culture. This is what why I feel this way. Okay. If I tell you you not like me, what am I telling you?
We not the same. You don't have the same. You ain't go through the same struggles you went through.
I'm superior. So for a black man that is owned by the record label is owned by 95% Jewish people.
Yeah.
The whole
Drake
thing.
is Jewish. So for him to stand up and have the courage, and I think he don't get enough marbles for what he did because he went at the rap culture with the CEOs of the Jews and made that song about them, which has a way bigger effect than any song Lil Wayne could perform at that Super Bowl with the message of the song, with the time that's going on today. Like with what's going on today in America with black men being shot down, we being abused by the police, we get the short end of the stick all day. I don't want to hear you get up here and talk about a million. I don't want to hear your biggest songs are party songs.
But that's
I understand. But again, at what point in life do we mature enough to know that party music? Okay, put it like this: if Lil Wayne could get up there and talk about drinking syrup and fucking hoes and calling women bitches and all this at a halftime show, then I don't want to hear a nigga complain about sexual red twerking no more then.
Oh, I ain't complaining about that. You keep that going.
I'm saying, but they do. It's the same difference.
I mean,
You
think about it like
disrespect-
this.
You disrespect.
Will Lil Wayne set us back if he got up there and
I
rapped
don't
about
think
that?
so.
I think he would.
No,
And then-
I don't. He already just
I
took me
think-
to
I mean,
over.
think about it. Let's be honest.
No.
I think he would.
Look, let's be honest. Do you still listen to Lollipop in 2024? Do you still hear Lollipop
Yeah.
when you go out in 2024?
No.
No, but I ain't gonna lie. If you go to his Apple Music and
I don't-
say I want to listen to his top song,
But I don't hear
Lollipop
nothing
is
like Kendrick anywhere I
Me
go
neither.
either.
With
In
party,
the South,
like,
you
at
don't
all.
hear that. Like,
Yeah, it was a big song then. Like right now, you don't hear that on the radio.
I'm saying, man.
like right now, Kendrick, whatever Kendrick drop, I don't hear.
Yeah,
I don't hear it
the
anywhere.
last song
I
he
mean,
just
let's
dropped.
be honest.
Besides, they not like us in bands playing it because it's football season.
Mad
Other
City,
than that,
Mad
don't nobody
City.
listen to that shit.
Now that CD is still classic.
But this is the thing. Kendrick's whole career has been a shade of Tupac's career.
Yeah.
It's always been conscious rap.
I get that.
So I would rather somebody that is consciously awake perform on the biggest scene to influence little kids to know, guess what? I don't have to be a gangster. I don't have to self-serve. I don't have to wear my pants sagging. I don't gotta tattoo my face. I don't have to do this. Because the culture, nobody's gonna say it, but the culture that Lil Wayne influence is not good for black people.
Yeah,
like, let's be honest.
I'm not saying it is, bro, but like I don't know, bro. I look at music differently than a lot of other people, bro, because like motherfucker watch all the crime shows and killing movies or whatever they want to watch. You know what I'm saying? But that don't have an influence on nothing, and it's
Right.
like
Let's
it's like
be-
one's
they-
audio and one's video. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to me, you supposed to be smart enough for yourself to be like, this is just entertainment. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. You know, I understand the hurts that the music drives, and I understand.
I mean,
all
but
that.
let's be real. our people influence our people more than anybody.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
saying.
the black man is the most
Music-
common.
And my point is, as a black man, if I give a negative connotation out there and I influence other black people to do it, is that something that we should praise?
That's what I'm saying.
But even
Like-
Kendrick talk about
But
stepping on.
but I'm
song.
saying he
walking with a
if-
pole with him.
walking with a pole. Every black man, that's
You should walk
agree
with a pole.
That. You should walk with a pole.
Then he
because
talking about, I'm gonna up the score on him.
You,
Like,
I
if I
mean,
catch
I'm not
someone-
saying,
Eye for
I'm
eye.
not saying,
Like,
I'm not saying he does not talk about killing. That's not what I'm saying. It's a difference between someone who has killed and a killer. When you look at Kendrick Lamar, when Kendrick Lamar is Googled, when people view Kendrick Lamar, nobody's viewing Kendrick Lamar as a gangster. When the first image of Lil Wayne, when somebody views him, what do they view him as?
Rockstar.
They don't even view him as a rock star.
I don't look at him as a gangster.
Just you,
Yeah,
but
I
I'm
mean-
just saying, what do the kids look at him? I mean, we can go around and say this, that, and this is what we look at him by. The truth is, if we poll 100 kids, they gonna say a gangster. Niggas with tattoos over their faces, mouth full of gold teeth, 100 diamond chains on their neck, pants sagging, they gonna call him a gangster. Like, let's be real. Kendrick Lamar don't get that label. And I understand, and I feel like Lil Wayne could have came out and performed the song at the Super Bowl,
Yeah,
but
the song together,
I don't
Yeah, they got Mona
feel,
Lisa.
you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
he said that.
Let me
I
ask y'all a question.
I don't feel like
Do you feel like
He's-
it's
he's-
obligated that if you're from the town of where the Super Bowl is, you should
Think.
perform?
That's what I'm gonna say.
I think
no.
I don't agree that that should happen.
I don't think it's obligated, but if you look
I
at
think it would have been a
what's
great
been
thing.
happening in the past, like the other one they had with Dre and all them.
Why he ain't?
They came out. They were from the West.
Why he
They
ain't?
came out.
Why? If this was my thing is like I asked, why? If this the case, the Super Bowl was in New Orleans when.
remember.
Was it the year they won the Super Bowl?
No, it was a year.
Oh.
It was like the year out.
The year after that, the Wayne ain't performed at the Super Bowl. Why ain't nobody?
And he was
crying
hotter
out?
then than he
And
is
he
now.
was hotter then than he is now. He had dropped a CD in 15 years from that Super Bowl to now. That's done anything, but we want him to come give us your music when you have a song that is globally like that is pushing the narrative right now with You're Not Like Us. I think, and this again, and this may be a lot of Islam within me, you know what I'm saying? But he dropped his nuts harder than Lil Wayne ever dropped his nuts by dropping that song. You're telling you, I mean, no matter what, you not like us. When you break that down, that's killing someone on a million different levels.
But you know he been had that song because
I-
DJ Mustard on the interview.
So, look,
he said
I
he sent
gotta-
that beat and he was sent right back.
I
He
mean,
and you know he been not like the Drake.
Yeah.
This shit stemmed from years ago.
So let me ask y'all a
And
question.
the only reason why he's on the only reason why to me I think he's performing. Let's just be honest. Jay-Z picked all the performers. Okay, Jay-Z and Wayne always had beat.
how did
Kendrick
they-
Lamar is the hottest
why-
thing right now with this song.
When Jay and Wayne had beef though.
It was a rap beef. It's been going on.
I'm
And
saying,
from that song
but
where
when this was because Jay-Z paid $14 to get Lil Wayne to save Lil Wayne's house. Jay-Z is the same person that you paid.
That's a chess move.
But I'm saying, but he didn't. He didn't sign you.
Huh?
He didn't get nothing from it.
No, he ain't signed him,
He,
but
he got you out your he got you out your Birdman
I
deal,
got you out.
but I don't think that's hate.
So I have a theory for you.
I don't think that's hate.
So you don't never see them together.
I think Birdman and Jay-Z don't like each other, but I don't think Lil Wayne and Jay-Z don't like each other. I think Jay-Z did what was politically correct. It was politically correct. It wasn't morally correct, but politically correct. I think he did what he was supposed to do. You have the hottest song in the country right now, and truthfully, if Kendrick Lamar and Lil Wayne shows, if you put them side by side,
I'm going to Wayne show.
I'm saying I would go to Lil Wayne show
going
too,
with
but Kendrick Lamar show is gonna be way liver than the Wayne
It
show.
might be.
I mean, let's be honest too. Wayne ain't that great of a performer.
He's not.
No, that's not true.
Before.
That's not true.
He's
You must ain't really watched.
I
done been to a few Wayne concerts.
Wayne
He ain't, I
You know,
mean, he
do
good,
his shit.
he's straight, but he's not good. I mean,
and the last one Kendrick had on the iMusic thing, that wasn't no high performance. He just brought out a bunch of people. He played the same
He's a
song
great
6
performer. He's a
times.
great artist. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, it ain't my
that's a
cup of tea.
personal preference.
Birdman,
Yeah, I mean,
Birdman
I don't
gonna
listen to
give-
Kendrick either.
Birdman gonna give Lil Wayne a budget on what he can do and his performance. So you're not finna get fire and all this shit and area drop-ins
It's a
and
Super
all
Bowl. Ain't no
this
different
shit.
than that.
You know what I'm saying? But that's my exact point. So why would I even reach out to you when I know this is not your caliber thing? The hot boys, Lil Wayne, them caliber thing is walking in our sagging pants, t-shirts. Hey, let's, you know what I'm saying? We thug life. Like, let's be honest. I'm just saying, me, where I'm at in my life, like I say, I ain't out to harm another black man. So I'm not promoting harming another black man. That's just me. Lil Wayne, I love your music, but I don't feel no type of way that you didn't get to perform at the Super Bowl, because Kendrick Lamar, I feel like he deserved that, because that song carries more weight to me, especially in Islam, than anything Lil Wayne has ever created.
So,
I feel
so
some type
look,
of way.
I got a theory. I got a theory for
I
y'all.
mean, that's what we
I
here
know,
for.
yeah, I feel- I
Let's
feel
talk.
some
Let's
I got a
let's
theory
say.
for you, and I got a question for you.
What you got?
My theory is, culturally speaking, New Orleans got a lot of other people that have done things from that city.
Yeah.
And we're not just talking from a rap standpoint, jazz, blues, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
So would it be accepted if, let's say, Kendrick Lamar performed that same record with a jazz player that come from New Orleans?
What same record? What you mean?
Or the next,
Not like us.
What you mean? Like perform
I'm
with
saying,
jazz?
and what
Well,
if
we gonna have a
Southern
band just
Band,
behind them?
if
That'd be-
Southern Band play?
That'd
Yeah,
be fine.
yeah.
But you know what I'm saying?
So I mean, can we still get mad that Wayne didn't perform, but they still show love to the people of the city?
I'm still gonna be like, bro,
it
Wayne
is what it is. It's already
You
done.
take them
You know what I'm
jazz
saying?
people out there.
I don't see really what the big deal was, because my thing was, this is just my thing with us as a culture. I can't remember the exact year, so don't quote me on it. But it had to be around 2009, 2012. The Super Bowl was in New Orleans. Lil Wayne was hot as he ever been. Nobody complained about him performing then. So now, why is it an issue now? Because Kendrick performed.
Because it's kind of like paying homage. You
Yeah.
would think that, okay, look,
Yeah, exactly.
Kendrick hot, but I'm gonna pay homage to
Wayne
Wayne,
in
who
his
started
city.
rapping at 12 in
In
his
his
city.
Why didn't he do
Carried
it at
his
the
city.
last
He
one?
probably was, like we said, he was big. He probably was too big, and he probably ain't had the skill
How
to
could you
do
be
it.
too big for the Super Bowl?
Think about it, you at that time he was hot.
Nothing
bro.
is bigger than the Super Bowl, though.
Shit, Wayne
The
was.
Super Bowl is the most watched.
I'm saying nothing
Event
is bigger
I'm
than
talking
the
about
Super
TV.
Bowl.
Yeah,
I'm
just
saying
talking
on
about
sales,
going
nothing.
on
Just
him.
on. I'm saying
Back
on. Do you know how much Kendrick Lamar is slated to make from this Super Bowl performance?
Yeah, he definitely gonna eat.
You know the endorsements
Definitely.
he go get from the Super Bowl performance. He's gonna make, listen, he's gonna make 30% of Lil Wayne's total income at the Super Bowl. With the way deals are now, because you gotta remember, Birdman didn't pay Lil Wayne.
Yeah. No.
Allegedly.
Like listen,
Allegedly,
like
right.
allegedly, you know what I'm saying? He didn't pay him what he's worth, because Lil Wayne should be a billionaire rapper with all the music that he created.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And the images
saying?
that he started, that these.
But that's my again. Though that's his culture. It's the
even
Jordan.
Kendrick say he
It's
wanted
the
to-
Jordan, but it's the Jordan LeBron thing. Jordan created this legacy of basketball where it's fancy, it's fly. I got long shorts. I got long, you know what I'm saying? I got the socks, the calf socks. I make it look good. But you can't sit down here. I don't care who you gonna get, who says what. LeBron James is a better all-around player than Michael Jordan.
Hell no. It took LeBron 30-some years to do what
I'm
Jordan
saying,
did in 12.
listen.
The stats, no. You don't talk
We
about
go.
numbers.
No, let's talk. Hold on. Hold on.
Who you talking about, one-on-one?
And you talk about in stats.
The numbers,
Listen, the numbers. We gonna do numbers. Let's do numbers, okay? Michael Jordan, without Scottie Pippen, was what? Listen, hold on.
I love having
Was 1-9 in the playoffs. So you know what that means? He never made it out the first round. He only won one playoff game without Scottie Pippen.
when he was the Wizards?
No, when he was with the fucking Bulls.
Oh, when all them left.
No, ain't with no fucking body left when they drafted this motherfucking ass.
Yeah, he ain't have no.
No, listen.
LeBron ain't had nobody that took it to the finals.
LeBron stacked his team up.
The Cleveland
At the
Cavaliers,
he stacked his
when
team
he got
up.
drafted,
He had
they had-
Kyrie, he had Love.
We talking
Jordan
about
had
before that,
Pippen.
homie.
That before that, when they got swept by the Spurs, he had fucking Zunis Elgaskis.
Who?
LeBron
Daniel
James.
Gibson was his third best
But
player.
I'm saying LeBron always stacked his
And
team
when
up.
no,
Jordan
he
didn't have to
didn't.
do that.
No, he didn't.
The ones he won
You
the ring
can't
with, he had a
stack a
stacked
team in your third year in
LeBron
the
didn't
NBA.
stack his team. Scottie Pippen.
I don't know a lot about stats. I know he had a
so-
stacked team,
And
though.
guess what? And guess what?
And
After
one thing,
Jordan, and after Jordan left for the 96, 97 season to go play baseball.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was like 93, 94.
Yeah, because he came back in 96, didn't
Why Scottie Pippen
Jordan
took that same team to the Eastern Conference Finals?
Yeah, he did.
But Michael Jordan couldn't win number one game.
Yeah, well, he was a rookie.
But he could no. It was 3 years. The playoffs is 3
But he
years.
still new though. You know, like
He was LeBron went to the championship in his first year.
I'm not taking it from him, but I'm trying to
His
say
numbers
the
are
stuff
better
that
than him
LeBron
and everything.
did, the stuff that
You
LeBron
can't
did, it took him
compare.
so long
It
to do
didn't
what
take
Jordan
him
did in a
long.
short span.
It didn't
I mean that's
take-
true.
it didn't
I'm
take-
not taking
it
nothing
didn't
from
take him long
LeBron.
to do.
LeBron is a great fucking athlete.
He's
And
the only,
his stats is up
the
there.
only
But
thing.
it took him
If
so
you
long.
if you go by rings,
He needed
then
Kyrie.
don't count.
He
Don't
needed
say
all the people,
he
bro.
didn't need. He needed Kyrie, just like fucking
He
Michael
needed
Jordan.
AD no more.
Michael Jordan would have 0 rings
Without
if it wasn't
Pippen.
for Scottie Pippen.
That's one person.
I get it's a
That's
team
one
effort.
That ain't
person.
one person.
That's
Without
I'm saying
Scottie.
Jordan only had that one person.
Without
his
Scottie.
go-to.
Hey, you gotta
But
realize too,
LeBron
he also had.
Scottie
so
was
many.
not
He
a
had
one
Dwight
player.
Howard. He had
Scottie-
AD.
Dwight
That's on
Howard
the Lakers.
was
I'm talking about the
Scottie.
Lakers.
That was Scottie.
Then you go to
That was Scottie.
like the other team
That was
they
Scottie.
played
Hey,
for,
then
that
we
he
always
had
forget
Wade,
the fact
Wade,
that Mike
That
was
was
coached
Scottie.
by Phil Jackson, who ended up
That
winning
was Scottie.
rings
Exactly.
with the Lakers and
The triangle offense.
right.
The greatest coach in history. In basketball history. LeBron never played with him. When you look at points, when you look at rebounds, when you look at assists, when you look at steals, when you look at proficiency on the court, when you look at clutch shots, where everybody say LeBron not
So he better
clutch.
than Kobe?
What you mean is he better than
LeBron
Kobe?
better than Kobe? You
Yes,
put him
he's
over
be-
Kobe?
Yes. He's the greatest
I ain't
basketball
giving
player.
you that.
Listen, this is what people, what
That
people,
man make 40 this
what
year.
people
And still-
And
realize,
still playing.
what people realize, what people don't realize is they want to put instinct into skill. Instinct has nothing to do with skill. Don't tell me about a killer mentality or Jordan took it at their throat. I don't give a fuck about that. Tell me what the fuck did they do? Scoring, rebounding, blocking shots, steals, assists. Fill up that stat sheet. LeBron is number one in all that. It's not close.
He took him 30 years to do that. It took him
It's
30
not close. It didn't take
But
him
that's a
30
biased
years.
opinion. You probably
It
about to
didn't
play-
take him 30 years.
What's the facts? Because I can put up facts too.
Look, listen to this. Look.
It didn't take him 30 years. It didn't take him that. No, but
It ain't gonna catch
we'll
on
watch
camera,
that afterwards though. Yeah, it didn't take him 30 years. But nah, just saying,
It took him
it's
longer.
culture. Is culture, people mix culture with what people have done for the people and not actually their actual work on the court. Is Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. You ask the average person, Martin Luther King put in more work than Malcolm X. Because they don't know, because the TV showed you all of Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
The radio gave you all of Martin Luther King. If you don't go pick up a book and actually read to find
I
out
was
who
about to
Malcolm
say
is,
Malcolm X did.
you
work
don't
work.
know.
Right.
It's the same
And
thing.
on Martin Luther King, that's
you
what he
have
feel that he led us to the-
you have that, you know what I'm saying, that type of thing when it comes to culture.
I'm glad you said something about the culture thing, because I was on IG and it's coming up with that Diddy shit. They had Dr. Umar on there and he was saying like, okay, what's so different with what's going on with Diddy than what Hugh Hefner did? Hugh Hefner had all these freak offs. Okay. Hugh Hefner, old white man, he had freak off Playboy and stuff like that. But you ain't hear about the shit that Diddy was doing. Like, Hugh Hefner wasn't doing that.
So,
He
hey,
wasn't
I want to
drugging
answer that.
dudes, drugging bitches.
I want to
It
answer
didn't
this.
come out.
I want to
They
answer
had a
this
documentary
though.
about it.
This is
Bitches
the difference
talk
between
about
the
it.
two.
They was doing that freely, dog.
One was done without social media, cell phones,
Yeah, that's true.
and everything
That's true.
else.
Right.
The other one was done when we got proof these people are still alive and active. They have encountered this man. They can literally
True.
get on the internet and tell these stories.
True.
Yeah.
True.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
The facts is.
How many
they still
hoes
got
we
some
know?
people
How many
living
hoes
up.
we know that fuck you Hefner?
I don't know.
Right,
Nah.
exactly.
I wouldn't want to know.
Nah,
who's
check
fucking
this.
people.
This
White man.
this my take
I
on
don't
it.
want no words.
This my take on it. Again, maybe unpopular. Don't give a fuck though. R. Kelly, Puff Daddy, they got exactly what they deserve.
Yeah.
I don't need to hear Hugh Hefner name. I don't need to hear Jerry Epstein name. I don't need to hear Harvey Weinstein name. Because you want to know why? All of them wanted to be validated by their oppressor. So they all got what they wanted.
That was my point I'm trying to make. Because they were trying to, me and Bear, I'm trying to make it a race thing again. Because he was like, well, what about Hugh Hefner? Man, that man dead, number one.
I'm saying
He gone. He dead. You gonna bring him up in charge?
Why
I'm even making this comparison.
Why do black people want to be treated the same way as white people?
Right. Like, they had the whites on the pie. Why do I want to go eat that bland ass pie
That's
anyway?
the problem. That's the problem here.
Potato pie.
Everything now.
That's the problem with everything
Validation.
now.
Everybody wants to be validated
Well, I can't go in
by
your right on
these
this
people.
store.
Well, Hugh Hefner
Well,
did
you
it,
were Burger
so I
Stop.
should be able to do it. You're not Hugh Hefner, so you don't need to do what he do. Like, black people gotta learn to stick together and like unite for the right shit.
Right.
Like the culture that y'all getting at is fucked up. The shit with D1 music is fucked up. How can y'all go at somebody that's really
trying
preaching
to
y'all the truth and positivity, and y'all get on this man head, P-Town mode, and all this, like, and y'all tell him he can't come to the city? Like,
from the city.
Listen. I told D1 this.
Talk in this shit.
Listen, you are welcome in Baton Rouge and you're welcome in New Orleans. And if y'all lay a head on his dreads, I know some Muslims that are suit and tie and come see all y'all that's making videos about it. Because anybody speaking the truth, I'm standing behind it.
That man speaking positivity.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go against God, ain't no room on this earth for you. That's just fact. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all went against God. Like, P-Town mode, what the other cat name was down there, because I don't want to miss them out. Like I say, I don't mind.
Rick Ross
calling
even
out
talk
names.
about
Rick Ross,
yeah,
I'm gonna speak about the people
people.
that's locally that
Like-
I have access to. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, the way that y'all do that and go against God, that's bad. That show y'all that y'all just need clout. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's bad. And these be the same people that's hollering, you know what I'm saying, vote, 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 do this, do this, do this. You know, but y'all are not doing what y'all supposed to do. Like, black people, like, you're voting for a system that the seal never intended for you to be a human being. When the Constitution was wrote, you wasn't even human.
Right. You was a product.
And y'all tell our people that our ancestors died for us to have the right to vote. Our ancestors died for us to have the right to have sense. Our ancestors was trying to get out of these slave houses. They wasn't trying to vote to go say, I want to work in the kitchen, boss. I want to cut the grass, boss.
Take that trash out for you.
They wanted to be free. They wanted their own. They wanted to build their own.
Own hospital.
Like,
own
I
bank.
tell Joe, how many times do I tell you, hey, I admire you and your pops for what y'all did. Y'all build something for yourself with your name on it. That's y'all's. That can't be taken away from y'all. This is what black people need to get into instead of the Louis and the Gucci and, I'm going to the club tonight, or even a Super Bowl ticket. You gonna have somebody at the Super Bowl ticket and buy a Super Bowl ticket and can't even pay their rent the next month. Invest, unite in yourself. You don't have to have the same belief as the next black man, but guess what? We all black, so once you see this, it should be love, and that's my brother.
Right.
It shouldn't be no anger towards your heart when you see another black man.
Your realm's bigger than mine, dog. I don't know how
You know
I
what
feel
I'm
about
saying?
that.
Like,
it be
it's
stupid
sad.
shit that niggas beef
It's
about.
sad.
He think he all that shit probably
It's
fake.
sad.
And
Oh,
Like,
so he got
he
oh,
feels
that's
good.
That's a paddock he got on his
You
arm.
know?
You know what I'm saying, man? Hey, bro.
Stop letting them use your face, black face, for money. Because at the end of the day, it's selling out. It's a sellout. But we have to infiltrate systems to get on the inside. So we need people to work to get on the inside, but we need strong black men that are masculine, to when they get on the inside, they have a backbone. They're not
I'm glad
spineless.
you said master.
Because we have a lot of spineless human beings that are just doing anything
For money.
for the sake of a dollar.
And every dollar ain't a good dollar.
You know what I'm saying?
All money ain't good money.
all money
Like I
ain't
say,
good money.
I have no problem with Ted James, but I'm gonna just use this as an example. If I call Nate and I say, "Hey Nate, I'm running for councilman. I need you to give me about $20,000." And I call AU, tell them the same thing. They both come through for me. When they need a law move, who you think they gonna call?
Yeah.
So if he's taking money from Republicans in St. George, who is his top priority?
St. George. Ain't they gonna change that name? City of
Like,
City of
let's be real. Sharon Bloom, Sharon Weston Bloom, this lady ain't doing nothing wrong. Brett Parks were on the verge of closing.
Yeah.
She helped that. She fixed them up. They put new swings, new slides, everything out there. Like, we gotta stop falling for the divisive, the division, man. It's too much division. Like, y'all don't wanna unite and really come together and be on the same page about the same thing, because you can agree with somebody to disagree. Me and Nate don't have to see everything eye to eye, but I guarantee you, I'm coming out there 1,000% behind him, right or wrong.
You know the
The same with AU, the same with Joe. That's the same with any black man. That's the same with
we debate about
any
all
human.
type of shit all the time and don't see eye to eye.
But I'm coming out
Especially
there
George and
behind
James.
you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really gotta unify. Like,
Yeah.
I wanna, I got something that I want to read to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Off the final call. It's called Y'all cool if I read this now? It's called Making War While Hypocritically Claiming Peace. Making war while hypocritically claiming peace. I mean, just with that title, who that sound like?
Our government.
The United States. Making war while hypocritically claiming peace. So they over there making war.
Spreading democracy.
Exactly.
Word.
Okay. The United States, Israel, the United Kingdom, and other supporting actors of war making are stepping up their war game in Ukraine and the nearly 1 year old war in Gaza. Despite several years of public demonstrations, sessions in international forums, and peace rhetoric. After 2 years, the Russian-Ukraine war worsened. In 11 months of genocidal war on Palestinians by Israel is further escalating. The United States is expecting to provide $782 million more worth of support. This comes from Ms. Kamala Harris, the woman that y'all are asking us, that somebody with the same skin color as is asking us to vote for, that is killing innocent kids. So what happens when you kill innocent kids in other countries and they start killing your kids in America, but you want to vote for Kamala Harris? And I'm not telling you to vote for Donald Trump. You need to vote for God. You need to vote for Allah.
Well, I mean, our vote don't count anyway. I mean,
You're not in the electoral college.
We're not.
You need to vote for
We just the popularity vote.
AR-15,
300 blackout.
a 300 blackout, a handgun, and God. That's who you need to vote for. Because those are the only things that can save you.
Well, we learned today the lesser evil.
The lesser evil. You vote the lesser evil.
Both evil. You just vote for the lesser one.
Who you want? You want Satan or you?
or Super
I said this election
You
is
want
no
Satan or the
win
devil?
for the blacks.
You want
It's
Satan or the
lose,
devil?
no matter what.
And this is a re-elect Sharon Broom cup that I'm drinking out of. So shout out to you, Mel Sharon Broom. And this is Coca-Cola because I don't drink alcoholic beverages.
We do need to come together. We need to come together.
You know what I'm saying? And I would like to thank the Antidote for allowing us, you know what I'm saying? They spot, they time, everything about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta do better, like unifying,
Yeah,
like
as a community.
as a community, like whatever your beef is with them, like squash it. Like, man, let's call a truce. If you call yourself a gangster, I'm a Muslim, I'm not a gangster. But if you call yourself a gangster, I challenge every gangster to reach out to Getaways, the Antidote, or Arms2Bare. If you call yourself a boss in your neighborhood, if you have a social media influence, DM one of those pages. We're trying to put a truce together for Baton Rouge where every hood comes together and we unify the hoods. So when something happens to people that look like us, we have somebody that looks like us that can step on the scene. Because when you have red, white, and blue lights and it's 20 cars there and y'all scared to pull your cell phones out, see, me and my Muslim brothers, we don't fear that. We seek validation from Allah. That's the only man that we fear. So we got people that's willing to support our people, but we have to unify. So if y'all gangsters and bosses, reach out, tap in, link up.
Do something positive. Shit.
If you're a boss in your section, you know, you can have a sit down with your
I'm saying.
Like, let's sit down, have a sit down.
Everybody, let's get a sit down.
Come together.
Hey, they got council meetings. I just found this out. They got council meetings every Wednesday or Thursday night or something.
Yeah.
That's open to the public. Like, I'ma start being out. Like I wouldn't, but y'all could get ready to start seeing my face everywhere, just like Malcolm X's face was everywhere. Like everywhere, I'm be in the streets, just like I used to be in the streets, but I'm be in the streets for another purpose now. And this how I'm gonna be coming when you see me in the streets. Bow tied down, don't think cause it's on that it won't go down, cause it still will go down. Very fast. You know what I'm saying? But for positive reasons. We have to unify with each other. We gotta unite. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta have each other back, man. Straight up.
Like,
Because we outnumbered, but when we come together, unified, numbers don't lie. We outpowered. We have to come together. That's the only way we gonna benefit. When I say we, not just blacks, but anybody that's less privileged, that you feel like you don't have that freedom to stretch your arms out. Let's come together, man. So they come together on us.
Black, brown, white, red, yellow, purple, green, orange, I don't care whatever color you is. If you are fighting for freedom and what is right, I am willing to join and fight along with you. And one more thing I want to say. I see a lot of people get upset when they see the Patriot Front signs out and all these signs out. It kind of gives me a hard on. It kind of get me hard when I see it. Because I feel like, why not put us a sign out? What, y'all scared? That's a form, you put it on the internet. What is it gonna do on the internet but piss some people off on the internet, and you got a bunch of keyboard gangsters?
That's all the world is now, bro. It's a bunch of fucking keyboard
Like
gangsters.
when you see y'all keep showing these cops execute black people, stop showing that shit, desensitizing black people to this. This is not nothing should be of the norm. Like just like they got they pride or whatever they call themselves, the Panther Front,
The good boys.
the good boys and all that shit. Put some black shit together and organize. Stop being scared. It is legal. Long as it's not organized crime, it is nothing for us to come together and congregate and talk about what we want to talk about.
I ain't gonna lie. I did like seeing that Montgomery boat fight though. I ain't gonna lie, I liked that. That nigga swam from across there. But you see how they came together though.
What y'all think about?
They came together.
These dudes getting hung, man, lately, man.
Yeah, I've been seeing it.
That's I think in sundown towns or whatnot.
I ain't worried about no sundown.
I ain't worried about that shit neither, to be honest with
I'm
you.
not scared of that.
I'm just bringing awareness to it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take some of you with me. You may get me.
And
But
sometimes
you
you gotta be careful.
You gotta be careful because
You gotta be careful. You gotta know your, like you say, situation.
Like Frost and all that
Situations,
stuff.
yeah.
Frost is a sundown town.
Huh?
Frost, that's
Yeah.
a sundown town. Out there, Livingston and stuff, that's sundown town.
But I'm saying it's gonna keep happening. Like I said, if you keep allowing the bully to bully you and you fail to stand up to him, then that's on you.
But it's a number thing too, because I just watched on TikTok. That's funny you said about the sundown. It's a black 18
The wheel driver, yeah.
And he was talking about
whatever.
He was talking about he was about to go in the sundown. He was an older man. He was talking about he was about to go to a sundown town.
Oh, I watched him today. I saw you.
Yeah, he
with
knows.
the beard.
Yeah,
I
and
saw him.
he said the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
dude, I ain't worried about that, but we have to be careful.
Yeah.
Like he seen the cars on the side that was
Especially
stopped.
women, man.
Yeah.
Especially women.
Yeah, we gotta
But the
protect our
thing is about that, man, like right now, it's just a great divide between black man and black woman.
Yeah,
you know what
but
I'm saying?
social
Like,
media, once again,
it's social media, it's politics, it's everything.
They
you got
pushing that
people,
agenda. We
you got
fighting against
people, you got couples right now that just feel like they supposed to vote for the VP because of skin color, and the man who got, I ain't gonna say sense, but the man who don't want to vote for her because they understand policy and stuff, they getting into it, breaking up and all type of stuff.
Well, you know, a woman
politics.
supposed to be a leader.
Yeah, and it's crazy, man. Like, and I feel like I don't want it to get to where shit get that bad, and then now I guess our black women don't have no protection because they push the protection away from over something that didn't mean nothing anyway. Instead of coming together, you know what I'm saying? Like,
It's
Gotta protect our black
it's-
queens.
You got to. You gotta watch the stuff that you eat too, because
Yeah, you gotta definitely watch the shit you
got-
eat right
You hear
now.
about the recall
you got
On the ramen?
you
No,
got
you see,
ramen noodles
the ramen
and
noodles
fruit.
killing.
the testosterone blockers.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, you wonder why men is so feminine now, because the food that you eat got testosterone blockers in there. You're not even getting the same test that you was getting. You're getting estrogen put in your body. That's
Yeah.
why you got men that got little nipples now. You know what I'm saying? They got titties because they really. This is
I know what you mean.
this is
You got man
factual.
cans.
This is factual.
No, you're right.
They putting estrogen
Yeah,
in, you know what I'm saying, in the food.
they try
That's
to
for
depopulate
women.
us, but
So,
that's a whole nother
that's-
story.
You know,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Reproducing will be-
It's
They try to-
crazy, bro.
They trying to depopulate us, man, and then make they bringing democracy in to take over. It's crazy,
But you
bro.
know why?
The people
Because
don't see that shit, bro.
White men is the immigrants now.
Huh?
White men, they not the overpopulated no more. We the ones
Well-
making more babies and Hispanics.
Yeah,
White's not.
but it's a bigger plan. You know what I'm saying? It's a bigger plan that they trying to do. I'm not gonna say trying to do. They executing that
doing
shit
it.
well. But you know, the average person or black person, they always say this here, man. I can't worry about nothing I can't control. You control a lot. You know what I'm saying? You can control a lot. Even though you can't control the bigger picture, you can control your household. You can control your community. You know what I'm saying? But like we said before, niggas gotta unify, man. They gotta come together and start talking sense instead of just, you know what I'm saying, going to car meets and shit and fucking doing donuts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like that shit too, but like, let's have some
Time and place
substance
for it.
about some shit. You know what I'm saying?
There's a time and place for that too, though. It's a time, you can chill, but sometimes
Sometimes, man, the governor passed this law, man. Well, I ain't nothing I can do about the law passed. It's a bunch of shit you can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, write your congressman, right? You know what I'm saying? Write your senator, make phone calls.
go to the meeting.
Show
Like,
up
Yeah,
at
go to the
town
meetings.
hall.
Yeah, go
Meet
to
me
the
at
meetings.
town hall.
You know what I'm saying? Collectively go to the state capitol and voice your opinion.
Hell.
You know, I'm not a march person, but you know, it depends what you're marching about. If you marching about somebody that got killed or something, I think you're wasting your time. But if you marching about trying to change some laws or something, that's different.
change some laws so that person won't, so the next person won't get killed like that.
Yeah, but see, that killing stuff, man,
That's
niggas gotta
what
go
we are.
eye for eye with that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas just be so pussy when it comes to shit like that, bro. Like, we've been saying, you'll shoot your brother, you know what I'm
But you
saying?
ain't gonna shoot that cop
But
that
that
beat
cop,
him.
soon them lights come, you gonna run. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't telling you to fucking commit no murder or no shit, but like, man, if you got balls over here, you should have balls over here too. Like, you know what I'm
got balls
saying?
to
What
face
make
that man
his
in
life?
the face.
What make
Yeah.
his life more valuable than your brother?
Because you looking in the back of your mind and I'm gonna get time, I get the death penalty.
you
Like,
going to jail?
It
regardless.
goes.
Going right. If you don't, you gonna be on the run. It's like you in jail.
Like it's
That's a cop. I can't.
it's sad. It's sad. Then they want you vote for Kamala. She swears she don't want to take your gun. She do. You damned if you do. You damned if you don't. All I can tell you is black people. We gotta come together. We gotta unite. We gotta stand on the same front.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? About the same reasonings. Like you say, and I hate to say it, but there's only two things that make them people respect us. Loss of money
loss of life.
and
And
bloodshed.
How about I say violence?
And until y'all are ready for that, y'all don't need none of these. I'm just keeping it real with you. That's the only two things that's gonna make them respect you to where they gonna ask you, hey, what do we
Buy
need to do?
ammo. I'm telling y'all to buy guns, buy ammo.
Buy ammo, buy your magazines,
Buy all
buy
that.
everything that you can get now. Like, get it
gonna
and
come.
get ready.
Buy it.
It's gonna
Shit
come.
about to change, and y'all think going to motherfucking
World War III.
That's gonna
It
happen.
is on the horizon. It is already began.
you just saying it been declared.
It's just not been declared and it hasn't hit to where the U.S. is reporting on it yet. But World War III is upon us.
Yeah, just like the shit in Lebanon with the fucking cell phones and the pages.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like,
It's
you know what I'm saying?
explosive.
Man, that shit crazy, man. You seen that shit, Joe?
Yeah. Small dude
That
was
shit
at the
crazy.
store.
I feel crazy because like solar panels, I seen dude with that. I guess they sending some type of frequency out to make shit overheat. You know what I'm saying? But like, just like the movie Kingsman. That shit happened when they gave all the people cell phone. Like, it's crazy, man. They tell you what they doing before they do it, man.
So look,
That's why
I know we nearing the end. I wanted to bring up something that I observed that happened recently.
Mm-hmm.
So we recently had a hurricane scare a few weeks ago, right?
Right.
So I tried to go drive to Central to go to the grocery store at Central.
Mm-hmm.
On my way over there, the police blocked it off to where no, you couldn't enter into Central. You know what I'm saying? And it should make people think about this. If you don't build up, in particular, your community, when they don't want you in their community, there ain't nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
Central got their own. That's their own parents, right?
I'm gonna tell you, I'm a prep guy, but I'm still gonna scramble just to get a little more, just in case if it go fucking bad. But man, I notice as people don't, I get some people don't have money to buy means, you know what I'm saying? But it's just some shit you supposed to have, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got somebody that I know, they was just like, man, they ain't got no water nowhere. Thinking like, you ain't got water at your house to, you know what I'm saying? And you got a family. Like, you don't have 4 cases of water, you know what I'm saying, at all times? Like, at least that's on some minimum shit. I get it, everybody can't but man, stop buying the dumb shit. Because when this shit really happen and the lights go off,
Well, I can take it a step further. Why you not buying water anyway?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're talking about basic
That's a
necessities.
necessity.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Like what
a
you over there
necessity.
drinking? You drinking Cokes and Sprites all day?
They ain't got water.
Like, why you ain't got no water in your
They ain't got
house?
that neither. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't
Like,
got no water, but I got the
I
new
get it,
J's.
you panicking, everybody going to the store because you don't know what's gonna happen, but you should already have some type of shit stockpiled.
Over there drinking all the Cokes and wondering why your back hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Like,
Unity, bro. Unity. Gotta come together.
It's big.
like food, man. You need
Say.
to stock up on food, man. Get you some fucking I don't want to. I ain't getting paid to say that, so I ain't gonna say no name. But get you some survival food, like MREs or whatever. Well, if you can get your hands on them, they sell them at I ain't gonna promote them neither.
Yeah.
But you know the big stores, they sell them down there.
When we got natural disaster, they usually give them away. So go ahead and pick you up some.
Wow, you saying get them before the
Get 'em.
natural disaster.
They got a 25-year shelf life. You know what I'm saying? It might taste like shit, but I'm saying, would you rather eat something that's bad, that tastes bad?
And another thing,
Or eat something good that's gonna kill you.
hey,
Cause that's what they give
shout out to Jim's Farms on Segan Lane. You know they are #1 gun store. Shout out to Mr. Larry Lou up there in Central and Oak Grove at the gun store. Shout out to Louisiana Farms. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my bro Lightwood Run. He wasn't able to make it today. You know, he bought Arms2Bare. But this the Arms2Bare crew. Shout out FRC. Shout out Antidote.
Yeah.
Shout out my dog, the Greater Nate, my Brody. Shout out AU, my Brody. Shout out Parktown Bone. Shout out Lou Wop. Shout out Antidote Joe. Shout out everybody who's supporting with us. Lost in 225. I want to give you a special thanks, bro. You know what I'm saying? Keep supporting, keep doing what you're doing. Got something special coming up for you. Just stay tuned. You know, everybody that's DMing me, telling me about keep going, I want to thank y'all for that. The police that's doing it, I thank y'all for that. All regular people that's doing it, I thank y'all for that. Everybody at gyms, thank y'all for the love.
Yeah, thanks for the love.
All
for real.
the people that's showing us love, from Nate, all the people that's showing us love from AU, from Run. I just want to thank everybody at Genuine with it that's showing us love. And Assalamu alaikum.
Katie May, Kiki, they love y'all.